Hello guys, this is Fan101 here, and we're going to go over some of Smoke's more experimental stuff, and also how to properly bait opponent's armor with the gaps in Smoke's strings, which is very important to do because Smoke has a lot of gaps. Which is also important for you to know in case you want to do stuff like get positive frames for EX Smoke Ball, because man, does it suck to do stuff and then just get hit out of it, right? So I want to show you his forward 2-1 string. The smoke particle effects are very misleading, and I'm going to try to get the opponent into the corner. I could just run up and do it, but you get the idea. Now, as you can see, that's really tricky. And to have to deal with that, I mean, I don't even need to just do phase. I could just do a smoke ball. But phase is generally a good idea to do in the corner because it's really dirty and it's hard to... Well, what is he gonna do? You know? Is he gonna actually combo me? Is he gonna go into the reset? I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that Smoke can do with forward 2-1, as well as going to EX invisibility. Now where is he? Good question. I don't know. You? And that does take a bar, and more often than not, you're not going to want to use all of your meter because, the truth be told, this is your only wake up. This is the only wake up you can do is EX phase forward and phase backward to avoid getting hit. It has no armor, but it has all the invincibility frames technically that you need. So if you are very afraid of the fact that your opponent just keeps pressing buttons on you and you just can't do anything else, this is the only thing you got. So sometimes spending the meter to do these little cute gimmicks, that is the issue right there with the invisibility, is that it's basically just a bill of goods. But I would only use it sparingly. I'm not going to say it's completely useless. It definitely does have a use. You just want to use it where you know that your opponent is just really good at blocking, say like back 3s, back 1s, teching your grabs, stuff like that is when I would really just use EX visibility to your advantage. Other stuff that you can do is just phase forward and just throw your opponent off. I mean, the best way to throw your opponent off is not know what direction you're going to be, so back 2 is actually a really good string for that. As well as, if they try to anti-air, or just, you know, not even anti-air, but say they're jumping, you can even anti-air with it, I mean to say, with this string, which makes it very useful. In fact, I'm going to just jump around with Shadok for a minute. All I'm going to do is jump in 1. As you can see, it's a pretty good, definitely a really good anti-air. And I believe you can combo Smoke Ball afterwards if it's a mid-air juggle. I'm not too sure. But he also has really good standing anti-air. And standing 4, if I can do it, standing 3. But he might hit me out of it. He also can low profile the jump into forward 3. It's actually not bad. But generally, if you're not like mid-screen and it's a really good jumping, I would just do standing 4. Standing 4 is a huge button. Like, this button is good for anti-airs. I believe you can combo into back 2-1 off of this. He would stop hitting me. But basically, you get the idea of that. That 2-1 is a really good string that you can use not only to bait your opponent's moves, but also to punish them with it as well. Now, as we mentioned before, Smoke has a lot of gaps. the most important thing to realize right now is where his gaps are at. So let's just explore all of them real briefly. I believe I just gotta set it to wake up. Or not wake up, reversal. So let's say he does armor. So we're gonna do charging shoulder, I believe. That's regular. Okay, that's not what I need to do then. Should be crushing shoulder then. Now, we all know that for EX Smoke Bomb, because I'm doing regular, I'm not doing EX yet, it has a +8 block advantage, which is really, really nice. Startup isn't that great. It is 24 frames, but I mean, it's nice. Well, you can't do it off the 2-1. You can't do it off the forward 2-1. What about forward 4, down 1? I just did the under there. I need to stop doing that. My bad. Muscle memory means I typically always do something I don't have to do. But basically, as you can see, that gets blown up. What about 1-1? It trades, which is very awkward, but standing 1 also trades. That is very, very interesting. I did not think it would trade with that. It's still not you still don't want it to trade. So, what about 1-1-1? I guess that also trades with his shoulder. That must mean that his armor on the shoulder is not very long. So that's probably why he's getting hit by that. Standing, I don't know, standing 3. Yeah, standing 3 works. 1-1-4. There is a gap within 1-1-4, it seems. And the gap is between the 2 1-1s and the 4. So you're just gonna have to bait this. What about back 3, down 4? That is a punish there. So you basically, you know, I do believe max slide, by the way, is safe. Yeah. So if you time your slide and you space it well, it's safe, which is important to know if you're going to do forward 3 into the opponent. But basically, you're just going to, you gotta mess with your opponent here. You gotta do gaps. You gotta do gaps and you gotta punish for it. It's the only way that you're going to get the most out of this character is by baiting your opponent to try to punish your gaps. It also, in retrospect, it also makes the opponent know what you're up to. So it may be a good idea. And say, like, for example, you do bait the armor. Well, what do? I would go into forward 4, down 1, 2, because it's his fastest. Yeah, it's his fastest punish string, which is very important. It's also a mid, so there's no way that they're going to be able to hit you with a low or anything like that, and you're going to whiff with a standing high for an armor reversal. So hopefully this helps. This character's kind of straightforward. There really isn't a lot to smoke other than what he can do to mix you up and what he can do to space himself correctly. He's still a really good character. I just don't think he's anywhere going to be like super OP. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope this helped you all learn this character as much as it has helped me enjoy the character more. So thank you and have a wonderful day.